Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Raylo with KittyBit. Hope you're doing good tonight. So we are here to take a look at the new Warframe Revenant that they just dropped today. And you're probably wondering, Roy, why the hell is yours pink? Well, for one, it's a good color. And two, if anyone out there should be secure enough in their masculinity to wear pink, it's Revenant, because he brings a lot of good stuff with his kit, and I like him a lot. Also, he's the best dancer, best ballerina out there, so you'll see that here in just a bit. Alright, for your basic stats on Revenant, you're looking at 105 armor, 125 energy, 100 health, 225 shields. He's actually pretty stout in the shield department. And apparently I left a monster down there, so, left a bombard down there. So it's good that we've had invincibility on. Or at least we're in the station. I didn't know they could attack me while I'm up here. Alright, looking at his passive is shield depletion, smashes nearby enemies with knockdown shockwave. So whenever his shield pops, it's going to knock all the nearby enemies down. So it's a little less to worry about when you have to tackle nearby enemies. If they get through your shield, it's a little less chance you're going to die. His first ability, Enthrall, what this one's going to do, it's a direct fire ability. You've got to get your reticle on the enemy to fire it. It has long range, and it's like mind control. Takes over the enemy, and they fight on your side. You can shoot them, though. They can be damaged, and they can be killed, because if they are killed, then what they're going to do is form a damaging pillar of energy that's going to hit any enemies that come nearby. So if you use this on enemies in tight hallways and other enemies have to pass by their body, or they kill them in that hall, then they're going to take damage as they pass. So it's a good way of cutting off routes. You're generally, when at max distance, you're going to have 25 meters. Of course, mods will fix that, make it higher. You can practically snipe with it. And it's going to do 1,000 damage per second within a radius of 2 meters. And as the thralls hit other enemies, they will spread the thrall. You can have up to 4 thralls currently. So, Mesmer Skin, what this one is going to do is you have a number of charges on it, and the duration is actually the time the enemy is going to be stunned. This redirects all damage from incoming enemy fire back at the enemy, and it stuns them. And once they've been stunned, you can actually use Enthrall to enthrall them for free, as long as they're in the stun animation, and they'll be at max rank. They'll be stunned for 5 seconds. It does cancel out all the damage, just in case you're wondering, and I'll show that too. Reeve, this is similar to Hydroid's Tidal Wave Dash. You basically dash through the enemies. You can cancel it by using the ability again. If you're low on health and shields, use this ability to very quickly get them back. Like, as you pass through them, you can steal up to 40% of your health or shields per enemy. So if you pass through a group, it's a real quick pickup, especially if they're Corpus with shields. He's already got high shields to begin with, so this is a great survival move. It is kind of expensive, though, at 75 energy, in my opinion, but it does go a long distance. It's quite fast, and it can get you out of a bad situation. So, last but definitely not least, preferably most, actually, Danse Macabre is my favorite move, and one of my favorite moves that Warframes have gotten in a long time. It does, basically, you become a mirage disco ball and dance all around the battlefield. Your damage is 1250 per second. If you hold down the ability, you do additional damage and status effects. The boosted damage is 2500 per second. Radius on each of the beams is 0.1 meter, 0.2 charged, and the energy per second is 12.5. So let's go ahead and get out there and handle this annoying group out here. I could have swore I killed these guys. There we go. All right, so we've got corrupted bombards out there. We're going to start off with no invincibility. Enemy level 35. Let's go ahead and get our bombards. Don't laugh at how few enemies I have. I just need to equip Helios and get out there and start scanning. I know. One of these days I'll take the hammer out and Helios. Alright, so we're going to have level 35. Let's go ahead and spawn them. So first off, we're going to pop one of them with Enthrall. You see how everyone pretty much just focuses on him now. This is a large group of enemies, and now with just 2 uses of the move of Enthrall, we've taken over pretty much the whole group. We are going to take some additional side fire, which we'll use his dash to handle. As you can see there, he's now healed. Let's use his skin. Since we got some focus down here. See, that one just hit me, and so did that one. So they are now stunned. So we can enthrall them for free, but we've already got 4 thralls over here, so we can't do that. Well, let's see what happens when we go and do a little dance for everybody. As you can see, the distance on it is quite good, and the more damage you take as you are doing this, the more damage it'll put out. So you'll notice at first, it didn't do that much, and then the damage grew and grew and grew. So, let's go amp up the enemy's levels. Grab some energy. For this part, we're going to go ahead and throw invincibility on, because we're going to get in there and play around with some level 110s. AI is on. Now you always want to throw an enthrall or 2 in before you do your dance, because every time this kills an enemy that is enthralled, it's going to drop over shield boosts. Now you notice my damage was pretty low in the beginning, like 50s, 80s. You see how that damage is coming up now though. And we're even hitting the guys in the distance. So the more damage you are taking while doing this, the more damage you're doing. Look at that, thousands upon thousands upon thousands. These are level 110 bombards taking this kind of damage. Now, do keep in mind, the damage you're taking while doing this, see how long he's been doing it too, how energy efficient this move is. If you throw on Energize instead of Energy Dash, you can pick up the energy pickups the entire time you're doing this, and you can spin for a long time picking up energy as you go, because it's such an energy efficient move. So throw out your thralls, grab some thralls, do a little dance. You will want to throw up your skin first. So just out of curiosity, with 110 level 110 bombards, all of those, let's turn off invincibility and see. Make sure there's nothing out there. So I'm going to throw on my skin so I'm not immediately wiped out. We're going to do a thrall there, and these guys we're going to dance with. And we are still hitting those groups down there. The shield is in place. The shield is just dropped. Throw that up one more time and die. Well, I want a redo on that. We killed the primary group. And that damage is just going to go straight up. So throw your shield up before you do this always. Grab some thralls, dance through them. And, just as a bonus, you can dash while dancing. And outside of that, that's pretty much all of his abilities. I hope this helped you guys out. If you are new to the channel, we do have, as far as likes and subs, that's completely up to you, and it is not killing my enemies. Likes and subs, completely up to you. What we do ask for around here is that you consider, if it's within your means, adopting or rescuing a animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. You can also Google local animal rescue or adoption. If you can't bring one home due to allergies, you know, living conditions, what have you, then consider showing your love in some other way. Maybe donating to a charitable organization, or donating your clothes. You can donate food. You can donate all sorts of things. Your time. You can volunteer at a shelter, which can be very helpful. There's plenty of ways to show your love to the animals, and there's plenty of animals out there who could really use it. So, wow, you see his body fly off there? But speaking of love, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Hope this helped out, and yep, I'll see you next time. Good night, guys.